Wow. Huh. It's weird. Okay. It seems like the audio is good, so I'm just gonna listen before I start talking. But how's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well. I first of all wanna want to say Happy New Year to everybody. I know. Oh wow. It just I didn't mean to click anything. But whatever. Um. Yeah. I want to say Happy New Year to whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching this as a VOD, or whether you're watching it or not. I wanna say Happy New Year to you because I know I've been gone for 2 weeks in regards to a stream and like 2 weeks in regards to a video. 2 to 3 weeks around there. So it's been a bit, but we're here. My voices are gonna be a little off because I'm recovering from a throat infection. So if my voices aren't, I won't even say the quality because even when my voice is normal or my throat is normal, they're not that great. They're mostly just like instinctually imitating Nico B's impressions of these characters because it's just ingrained in me. I'm not trying to imitate it, but it just comes out, unfortunately. But yeah, so if I sound a little low energy or I'm voice cracking a lot or anything like that, it's because of that. I made a community post talking about it, but if you haven't seen it, it was basically a Happy New Year post because I didn't make one when it was actually New Year's. I was really busy that day, and then at a certain point, I just forgot to, like the following day. So it came a week later, but yeah. So for those of you watching who haven't read that post, I'm working on a new video. The script is like halfway done, 60% done, and it's already looking to be a long one. Not as long as the last one, but definitely like this is gonna be a hefty one. So be prepared for that. But yes, as I mentioned in this post, I'm gonna be making the video on Main in Abyss. If you haven't watched the anime or read the manga, you know I'm gonna be talking about it. But yeah. So aside from that, I'm really excited to see how this year plans out. I got a lot of motivation to just keep going. At the end of the day, like I've always mentioned, this is my passion, so I love doing it, and one day I hope I can get paid for it. But at the end of the day, I do it for the love of the game. So it's whether 100 people watch or 10,000 people watch, I'm still here, still here. I hopefully wish that like it was more than 100, but like you gotta take the good with the bad, right? Your videos aren't always gonna pop as well as your videos aren't always gonna flop, So it's just the way of the game, especially the way that I want to play it. But that aside, yeah, we're back with more Ace Attorney. We're almost done with the game. Like we're on case 4. We're over halfway done with the game, so definitely say like 5 to 6 more streams probably. If they're like 2 to 3 hours long, each of them. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. But yeah, it's been a bit. We're back at it. So continue, right? Okay. 19th of February, 2:38 p.m. Pryor Road. It looks as though the police are still here, carrying on with their investigation. Perfect. Let's find Inspector Gregson as quickly as possible. Yes. Let's see if he'll take a break from his chips to look at the silver tip Iris gave us for him. Sorry, I already investigated all these locations. So all I gotta do is just Inspector Gregson, could I show you this? Am I supposed to know what that is? I've never seen that insignia before. It's worn by defense lawyers in the Empire of Japan as a symbol of their profession. In other words, it's a worthless trinket here in Great Britain. Oh no, it's very important to me. It shows my spirit. An English gentleman keeps things like his spirit very much to himself, I'll have you know. Oh. Don't give up, Mr. Naruhodo. It's too late. He crushed my spirit already. Actually, let's inspect it. See, what does it say? Iris's little handwriting is adorable, isn't it? Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem. Yes. Yes, the handwriting might be adorable, but the message is ominous. There's no room for sentiment there. I'm sure it's simply the way you're interpreting it, Mr. Naruhodo. Anyway, I do hope the inspector will tell us what we need to know when he reads it. I think it'll just make him... You don't think he'll just make him munch piping hot chips until steam comes out of his ears, do you? Well, that wouldn't be an entirely terrible outcome. Inspector Gregson, you have a moment? I'm sorry to say I don't. I'm a very busy man. Much too busy to talk to a pair of foreign gadabouts, that's for sure. We have these for you. A present from Miss Iris Wilson. What? From me? From her ladyship? Her ladyship? Give that here, at once. Come on, hand it over. That's for me. Ah, don't wait for me to give it to you, will you? What was that coin exactly? It's a silver crown, obviously. It's a lot more than that. It's, well, it's an appearance fee, that's what. An appearance fee? Oh, I see. You mean... Excuse me, sorry. A little tired. That's right. For the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Her ladyship always offers me a little financial reward for featuring me. Every time. Yes, of course. I know all about your exploits, Inspector. I read them avidly. Of course, her using my name without my say-so does make me the butt of all of a lot of unpleasant jokes, but still. Sorry, Inspector. It's been difficult for you. Never you mind that. So, what do you want to know then, eh? Sorry? Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. That just won't be a problem, it says. Well, obviously it's not a problem. Go on, fire away. What do you want to know? Well, if you wouldn't mind, Inspector. We'd very much like to know the address of Mr. Natsume's lodgings. Ah. Ugh, the little knife-wielding mustache. Mustache Japanese fellow. He lives in a right old hovel. It's just right over there. Look. On the first floor of that house in the corner where that wreck of a bicycle's propped up. That is nearby indeed. If I remember rightly, the landlord is Mr. John Garridup. Right, well, if you see her again, you make sure you give her ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean it. You tell her that Gregson sends his very best regards. Don't worry, Mr. Inspector, we will. Goodbye for now then, and long live her ladyship. Well, at least he told us what we wanted to know before he left. Yes, so then. Shall we go and see what we can find in Mr. Natsume's lodgings? Definitely. Alright, there you go. I'm telling you, like, I don't know if I said it before, I probably did, but Case 4 is really in-depth, like really fleshed out in comparison to Case 1, 2, and 3, because like, Case 1, all we had was a trial. Case 2, we had new gameplay functions like I forgot Holmes's detective whatever, like his logic and reasoning thing, and we had the investigation section. So it was introducing gameplay mechanics for the first and second trial. For the third trial, it was introducing the what's it called? Sorry, how the British legal system works, because it is different from Japan's. And the fourth one is just putting it all together, because at the end of the day, like, all these gameplay mechanics are meant to be like, this is the entire game. So going forward, expect all the cases to be like this. Granted, Ace Attorney only has 5 cases, so it's just gonna be like, what's it called? It's gonna be this in the final case, but it's still cool to see how it pans out. But yeah, anyways, so the lodgings of Mr. Saseki Natsume, according to the information gleaned from Inspector Gregson. Mr. Natsume's lodgings. We still haven't been there yet. Wonder what awaits us. This is just so adorable, man. It's awesome. 19th of February, Mr. Natsume's lodgings. May I help you? Ah, yes, would this be the residence of Mr. John Garridup? Indeed it would, sir. And whom may I say is calling? Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I am... excuse me, sorry. Mr. Naruhodo is representing Mr. Saseki Natsume. Believe he takes lodgings here? Ah. We would very much like to ask him some questions about our client. One moment, please. I shall convey the message to Mr. Garridup. Did you see that, Miss Suzuto? That was a real-life English maid. I know, as I understand it, anyone of standing in English society employs a number of household staff. But that was the first time I ever seen one in the flesh. Oh, this day keeps getting better. To be fair, they saw a maid in the third trial. A real life maid. So I don't know why they think... Well, I guess more because, like... that was a high stress situation, so it's probably like, oh, they forgot already. But it's whatever, who cares? So it feels like we've arrived now, doesn't it? You only need to meet a butler, and the experience will be complete. Well, I'm not sure if I go that far, but I understand the sentiment. Thank you for waiting. Mr. Garridup will see you now. This way. Mr. John Garridup. Mr. John Garridup. Yeah, look at that. Maid. A maid who works at the Garrett household. Her main duty appears to be sitting at Mr. Garrett's side pouring tea. Oh, man. Okay, so let's do it over here, so. Let's figure this out. Mr. John Garrett. Looks like a Medal of Honor. And showcased on a very grand banner. I'll make sure, yep, I have my chapstick. Yes, it's displayed with some pride, I would say. Although it bothers me that it's not straight. What, that old thing? Sorry. I should be glad to see the back of it. But the general would turn his grave if I disposed of it. The wall's the best place for it. Keep the ballet thing out of my way. So it's just been polished to shine by accident, I suppose. Appears to be an inscription on the medal itself. Look. Let me see. It says, for distinguished participation. Sounds like the kind of honors even I could be in line for. Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet, but I was given that for my time in the army. Can't measure an officer with a number of medals to his name, of course. Common knowledge in military circles. Mr. Jordan Geberdem. That portrait of Mr. Garrett was glaring at me, I swear. Have you noticed that all the little frames contain photographic prints of Mr. Garrett as well? Yes, and there seems to be a statue of a lion on the mantelpiece as well. Ah yes, seemed to come back from the local pawnbroker with a little trinket. Seemed to come back? What do you mean? The chap who runs the place is a bally gizzard, or excuse me, a bally wizard. Went in to sell him something and came out with that thing. In point of fact, now I think about it, I rather often find myself living in a place with something I don't need. Lion ornament certainly does seem surplus to requirements. Suzuto-san doesn't pull her punches, or her throws for that matter. Mr. Jordan Garrett. Are those mortar shells? They're enormous. Oh, I hadn't noticed. What are they doing here? Ah, those old things. Couple little rounds accidentally fired into the bags during training, you know. Become of a little colorful regiment folklore, that incident. You mean, you deliberately hunted out the spent shells? Well, I wouldn't say deliberately exactly. They're only scrap iron after all. Usually just thrown away, I believe. But you never know when things might come in useful, don't you? Useful for what exactly? Yes, well. Jean here did manage to knock one of the bally things on my foot the other day while she was dusting. Oh no. I hadn't shed a tear since 1869 before then, you know. Maybe we considered throwing them away. There you go. Now that we got her name, it should be updated. Nope, never mind until we talk to her. Update. Look at the enormous screen. It must have been put there deliberately, surely. Yes, it certainly seems like someone's trying to hide something from view. What could be behind it, I wonder? I'm gonna have a very quick look. Just a little peek. Maybe let's not miss Suzuto. I think the maid is gonna head us off with a cup of tea. Oh look! What a wonderful collection of cakes lined up on that gleaming silver cake stand. I know. It's like someone has half demolished me. Afternoon tea is a time of indulgence, you know. It is quite the English way. It is Mr. Garrett's custom to take 2 cakes with his tea. That sounds delightful. Oh, wait a minute though. are at least 10 cakes on this cake island stand. GG cake stand. Well, naturally, and it would never do to waste the leftovers. So whatever Mr. Garrett doesn't eat, I say to myself, Joan, you should have to tidy up. How magnanimous of you. I'll look over there in a second. I gotta. It's these two, yeah, but like I don't want to talk to them just yet. That's a fully sized cannon. What is it doing here? Oh my, it's real. I thought it might be a replica. That old thing. Bah, that's more than a little toy. Or that's a little more than a toy. Sorry. The army was letting it off and it retired, so I decided to give it a new home. Never know when an enemy might attack next. Jolly useful to have a cannon about the house. Really? Isn't it overkill? Be prepared, I always say. You never know what this twisted world is gonna throw at you next, boy. You think there might be trouble brewing, Mr. Garrett? Always is. Take John here. Never fails to have a clean apron in reserve. Dries them over the barrel, you see. They dry very well in the cannon, Joan tells me. Which proves my point, I feel. They're reduced to a drying rack. No wonder the huge can looks like it's hanging in its head in shame. Alright, Mr. Jordan, go with it. The uniform looks fairly ancient, doesn't it? It's clearly been looked after, or well looked after, though. That old thing, pah! Not much better than rags, really. Oh? Well, that's ceremonial garb after my retirement bash, you know. But I'm not one for doing it in the past. Me. But I'm not one for doing it in the past, me. That's such a weird sentence, okay? Would have gladly thrown it away, but you know how it is. Anyway, it doesn't hurt to have the old piece of memorabilia lying around, does it? Oh, I see. Perhaps we should leave the past in the past. I notice you have a pile of books here, Mr. Garrett. Do you enjoy reading? I've experienced the London winter, boy. The nights are long. No better way to pass the time than in front of a fire with a jolly good book. Oh, there's a copy of Rance magazine here, I see. No doubt Mr. Garrett enjoys the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, too. The great detective has a great many followers, it would seem. Is there really nothing else? Since those two, yeah, but like... surprising. Oh, at the window. This window looks out over Briar Road, where the young woman was attacked. Oh yes, you can make that the policeman on the far side of the road investigating the crime scene. The glass is rather murky, isn't it? You can't see very clearly. Does this thing open at all, I wonder? I shouldn't underestimate the bitterness of a London winter, sir. Sorry? As soon as you open that window, the tea will freeze in a pot. No Londoner would go opening windows at dusk in the middle of winter, I assure you. It seems very unlikely that these two would have seen anything of the incident, then. Look at this crockery on display here. It's rather unusual, isn't it? Oh my, a genuine London dresser. Isn't it delightful? Although the shelves seem to be broken. And the crockery is... oh dear, it's in pieces. It really is. The word crack wouldn't do that china-ware justice. Ah! Oh wow, I don't think we've ever seen the full animation, wow. Huh. I don't remember seeing that full animation. It's such a cozy game, I love it, man. Such a nice game. Clip farming. Sorry, there you go. Just had to, what's it called, decompress for a second. I wonder. Perhaps the cannon was fired at there wouldn't be a wall there. That's probably something like that, but let's not delve too deeply here. And that should be everything. So, let's see what we have here. Good day to you, John Garrett at your service. Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He's a defense lawyer. Do excuse me not getting up. Take a shot at the... teasing. Oh, excuse me, wow. I'm sorry for all the stuttering today, I'm not really... I'm off my rocker. Took a shot to the knee a few years back in the battlefield of Mai 1, don't you know? And the medal from our pain is about to withdraw from service. Handing it over the reins to the up-and-comings. So he's a retired soldier. It's a hell of a job getting up and down the stairs now. I can tell you, don't get out much, as you can imagine. Yes, it's quite a climb up here, to the second floor, isn't it? I was paying at the top of the stairs. You really must take more exercise. You really must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo. Do you think so? Well, Mr. Garrett, I thought you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal. Oh, it was nothing. The medal's just a folderol, really. What's that? I never heard that word before. Mr. John Garrett. His name is so much fun to say, bro. Oh, trivial. Okay. Folderol. You talk about me, like they talk about John Garrett in his prime. Different. Oh man. Streaming Steins Gate during the summer was so much fun. There's certain games that encompass parts of my life and parts of the channel during certain time of the year, right? Like when I think about winter 2024, or excuse me, well yeah, I guess winter 2024, as in like November, or well, December until like January, I think of Valhalla, and then spring 2025, I think of Witch on a Holy Night, because you know that I know that game took me a little bit because I was really slacking on it, but summer was Steins Gate, and fall was Steins Gate 0. Granted, like I didn't play any other game besides like Shadow Generations and Scott Pilgrim, but like there's a certain game for each season, and I love it. Like I associate those games with the time I played them of the year. And this game, I played it during the holiday season as well as winter. Granted, it's still if I remember correctly, winter lasts from December until February, so it's still winter season, and that is around the time where I started this game, if I remember correctly. Let me see, actually, so I can give you guys an exact date, because I know I finished Steins Gate Zero in November, and I started to get Ace Attorney in November, so around the end of fall into the start of winter. So, you know, and it's a winter game. It's a winter game. Well, actually, no, actually, I spent more time playing this game during fall than I did during winter, but because it's during November, which, you know, November I consider basically winter because of the fact that it can snow at the time in the holiday season, but that's besides the point. This is a winter game to me, is all I'm trying to say. But yeah, anyways, first stream of the year, I didn't even realize that. And it came this late. It came really late. But we ball. We ball. Oh, there, I regret that. Wouldn't like to offend the general, though. I was so grudgingly displayed it, so I grudgingly displayed it on the wall. Why don't you fetch it down, Joan? Let these good people see it properly. Joan, fetch it. I'm sorry, I can't do that scream. My voice is too chopped right now. Ah, dash it all, woman. Be careful. Oh, dearie me, I do beg your pardon, sir. You Charlie nearly took off the skin of my hands. I shall be more careful, sir. So anyway, there you have it. Living a quiet life now. Yes, I see. Now then, I hear you want to know about the chap lodging downstairs, is that right? Yes, we would be grateful if you could answer some questions for us. Only two, please, naturally. Especially if it helps keep the peace here in Blightly. We've forged an alliance with the great empire of Japan recently, as I'm sure you're aware. So this case is very much in the public eye, as it were. Oh, is it? Even has some famous detective poke around, you know. In his old house, would you believe? Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Could have been. Didn't catch the chap's name. Not really my cup of tea, all that detective business. Oh, but you have a copy of Rant's magazine here. Anyway, the chap's investigating the phone in his room as we speak. So he's in Saseki's room. Saseki-san's room, excuse me. It's a bally nuisance is what it is. The whole neighborhood's twitching its curtains now. I don't like this. I don't like all this fuss. It's jolly unsettling. About Mr. Nasumi, Mr. Garrett. Please do tell us. Oh yes, the Japanese chap. Only been lodging here for a week. Oh, just 1 week? So he moved in very recently then. I have two lodges most of the time. One on the ground floor and one just below us. The first floor room became available a week ago. So you see, there. That shit all Joe, dude, be careful! Oh my goodness, I'm terribly sorry, sir. If you want to know, if you want to know my opinion, I thought he was a shady stuff from the moment I set my eyes on him. Oh, why? He seemed to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking and always looking over his shoulder. The man had shady written across his sweaty, soaked brow, if you ask me. I said to myself, Joan, that man is trouble. Sooner or later he's going to do something untoward. And I'm rarely wrong about anything. We won't be calling this maid as a witness, that's for sure. Is there anything else that struck you as suspicious about the man at all? Yes, oh yes, indeed there was. She's dying to tell us. Hey, you notice anything else at all about your lodger, Mr. Natsumi? Oh my word, yes. The man was shadier than an orchard. Could you elaborate? We'll take the man's room. Absolutely stuffed full of books it is. More than anyone could ever read. He never so much as passes the time of day with another living soul. I haven't seen a single visitor call. He just trots off to that old bookshop every single day, and comes back at 5 to light the gas fire. And the funny little man is up long past the time everyone else in the house has gone to bed too. Oh, I see. The gentleman on the ground floor goes to bed around 9 each night. I've never known that Japanese fellow to retire any later than 2 in the morning. Ah. Could you clarify something, I wonder? What, pray? How do you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine? Oh. I understand that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of the house, is that correct? That's right, yes. They're both below us, and the first floor is street level. Then, how is it that you know so much about the lives of your lodgers? The precise times that they come back in the evening, for example. Even the times that they go to bed. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. Good grief, Joan, be more careful, woman. Oh my goodness, sir. I'm terribly sorry, sir. Something doesn't add up here. Yep. She's refusing to answer. There you go. Mr. John Garadeb. He looks like a crescent moon. I love it. There's a YouTuber I used to watch who looks like him. I don't know who, I don't remember his name, but he had a similar haircut, just way shorter. Had like a widow's peak and everything. A retired army man who's the landlord of the lodgings rented by the defendant, Mr. Natsumi. An old knee injury means he's confined to a chair most of the time. It seems that the incident took place around 5 in the evening. Did you happen to look out the window at around that time? The window. Yes, we noticed that the window over there looks out over Briar Road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was there anyone suspicious loitering nearby? 5 o'clock is dinner time at the Garadeb household, so I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. How about you, Joe? No, sir. It would have been dusk outside already at that hour. And with the fog as well, I should think it would have been quite impossible to see the other side of the road. Oh, I see. Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary then? Such as? Anything at all, even if it seems unrelated. Well. Yes, was there something there? It's nothing particularly significant, but around the same time... Excuse me, sorry. Well, it's nothing particularly significant, but around this sort of time in here, there... Oh... For the love of God, Joan, watch what you're doing. Oh, dear me, what have I done? I'm awfully sorry, sir. Do be more careful, woman. Of course, sir. If I may, Mr. Naruholo. Yes? I have an exceedingly good memory, and as far as I remember, nothing of any significance took place here at that hour. Nothing at all. Oh, really? Mr. Garadeb? The way you were talking before, it sounded rather like there might have been some. Or there might have been. Oh, well, as I was saying, it was... As I was saying, it was just a trifling matter, really. Nothing of the... Chum, dash it all. What is the matter with you, woman? Begging your pardon, sir. Nothing happened. Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down to a quiet, uneventful meal. John? That's right, Mr. Garrett. What's the matter with these two? It sounds like something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident, but what? I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. Mr. Natsumi's room. Hi. Could you tell us which floor Mr. Natsumi's room is on? Why certainly. Why certainly. Why certainly. It's below us on the first floor. And Mr. Sholmes is investigating there even as we speak? Yes. Told me that's his name. Had asked him Told me Nat's his name, had asked him to look into the matter, so I gave him the key. Mr. Natsumi has engaged Mr. Sholmes' services? It's a blatant lie. Would it be alright if we also had a look around? In Mr. Natsumi's room, I mean. Don't see why not. Just down one flight of stairs. Who knows if we find anything that can help us with the case, but we have to try. We need all the clues we can lay our hands on. Shall we? Yes. And while we're there, we can speak with Mr. Sholmes again. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us more. Alrighty. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations. Granted, we're not going back to the Lord Chief Justice's office, I think. Probably for the rest of the trial. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like these are the main places that we're going to be going to. Anyways, Mr. Natsumi's room. A small dark rented room by a visiting scholar from the Empire of Japan by the name of Saseki Natsumi. I haven't been here yet. I wonder what awaits us. February 19th, Mr. Natsumi's room. What? Just look at this place. And smell it. It's so musty in here. I suppose it's the mountain of old books that are responsible for that. Man, I don't think I've ever seen so many books in all my life. No, me neither. It's so dark in here too. Is that the window over there? Well, it was the window, I think. Oh, oh man, excuse me. Yes, I think it was. Excuse me, yes, I think. Once upon a time. For some reason it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. So this is where Mr. Natsumi lives. By the way, I haven't spotted Mr. Sholmes anywhere, have you? Oh, that's true, but according to what Mr. Garrett have told us, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. I mean, his bag is there, so... Look at all these books stacked up there. They almost reach the ceiling. They're all works of English literature, and they all smell so musty. With this volume of books to hand, you'd never be short of reading material, would you? No, what a dreamy idea. A bad dream, maybe, for me at least. Mind you, I don't imagine the books here, or I don't imagine the books that's at the bottom of the pile now will ever be read again. Ah, so reading is an experience that comes but once in a lifetime, just as the tea ceremony teaches us. Sorry, I didn't expect the conversation to turn out a path of tea ceremony philosophy. There you go, sorry. Look at the little cat, bro. I'm saving her for last. I wish I knew. Could you call this a window? I think so. It was a window at one time, after all. Although all that remains is a framer on some bricks now. So really, it's just a wall then, isn't it? Why would anyone deliberately brick it up like that? I'm afraid I have no idea. Ah, perhaps Mr. Natsumi painted the brick design on it in a fit of whimsy. That's alarmingly feasible. Anyway, whatever the reason, the lack of ventilation in here makes the place very oppressive. It does. I imagine being cooped up in a room like this would be extremely tiring. Yeah, and especially no sunlight either. Even though, like, I know, the English Empire, they, their days are usually, like, not muggy, but, like, dreary, I guess. Let me see, England. Oh, okay, I see. So it can be like gray, usually a little wet, and usually a lot of rain. But depends on where you're at, or depends on where you're at. Excuse me. But yeah, no. Wonder what it's like to be living in Great Britain. Oh, I have a couple of viewers. Oh, shout out to sorry, shout out to see, I have no hot cocoa. Shout out to you being in chat. But yeah, no, we're on case 4, so there you go. But yeah, no, let's keep going. There you go. It's just that there's no music here. Oh look, it's a beckoning cat from home. A bit big and bulky, isn't it? Surely Mr. Natsumi didn't bring that Maneki Neko all the way from Japan with him. I hardly think you're in a position to comment, Mr. Naruhodo. Are you forgetting the enormous Daruma doll that you brought in your luggage? Well, can't be dangerous traveling aboard. Wasn't it a lucky charm? Well, I imagine Mr. Natsumi wanted the same. This cat is sure to beckon good luck. It's not doing a very good job so far, is it? You mustn't say such things. I didn't say a word. Or am I such a giveaway? So it's funny because some of the times, like, he didn't say it there, but like Naruhodo sometimes just be saying his thoughts out loud, so that's why Suzuto can hear him. Look at all these balls of paper on the floor. There are notes scrawled all over them in English. Looks like the waste paper basket is so full they just fallen out. I think Mr. Natsumi must have been deeply immersed in his research, don't you? Or deeply averse to tidying up his mess. I wouldn't like to speculate which is closest to the truth. The kitty, the kitty. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot. Goodness gracious, yeah. The kitty. Ah, look at the little guy. Bye bye, Johnny. Oh my, what an adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after all the books while his master's away. I don't know about that. He disappeared into the pile of the books as quick as a flash. It was a tricolor Mickey, wasn't it? Do you even have that sort of cat here in Great Britain? Perhaps Mr. Natsumi brought the little creature with him from Japan. That made me feel a little homesick now. Already? We've only been in the country for 2 days. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? That desk seems to be wedged into a crevice between the mountains of books on the other side. I suppose Mr. Natsumi would sit there and read while stroking his cat. But surrounded on all sides by these towering old tomes, surely he dreamt of books every night as well. Yes, he must have done so, mustn't he? Oh, what's this? It's a receipt from a second-hand bookshop. Your Books. Ah yes, Mr. Natsumi's name is on it. Look, and the date of the purchase. 2 days ago at 4:45 p.m. That's the day of the incident. That's just a short while before he was embroiled in a terrible attack. He must have been on his way back from buying some old books. Second-hand book receipt. A receipt discovered in Mr. Natsumi's room for some books that he had purchased from a second-hand bookshop before the incident occurred. There he is. There's the man of the hour. There you go. Sorry, again, my voice can't go too high or too loud. Mission Rodo, look. Been about an hour, I imagine, right? Alright, let me check. Yep, almost an hour. Okay. Alright. See how I feel around 2 hours. Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo. Aha, there he is. Where did he appear from? He seems to be engrossed in the pages of an old book. Hope you won't mind if we disturb him. Hello, Mr. Sholmes? Ah, you two, good day. Now, let me see. Where was it that we met? Oh, Mr. Sholmes. We were together on the SS Buria. Yes, of course. The Buria. Let me see. What happened on that voyage? It was Cosimo Sogi. He died tragically. You were a great help to us. Ah, yes, but of course, the case of Mr. Sogi. It was the one with the snake, wasn't it? Oh. Well, seem to remember something of it at least. What an honor to be remembered vaguely by the great Mr. Sholmes. This is Mr. Oh no, my dear madam, hold your tongue. I pride myself on my superior powers of recollection. Your names are safely recorded in my brain attic. Miss Naruhodo and Mr. Suzuto. Try the other way around, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Sholmes. I lose the first round. In truth, I had hoped to invite you both to my Baker Street suite the day we arrived in London. But some Scotland Yarders ambushed me at the railway station and whisked me away to a crime scene. It was an entirely trivial case, of course. I found the matter in no more than 30 minutes. So they apprehended Saseki-san in that short of an amount of time. I'm afraid the pursuance of a new case has dulled my recollection of my past involvements a little. A little? It is a mistake to think that one's brain attic has elastic walls and can distend to any extent. I do my best to forget useless facts, but I say should elbow out the useful ones. Yes, there are my own words of inimitable wisdom, you know, from an adventurer entitled to study in Oh, that's clever. That's really clever. So, yeah, no, I do know about that actually, to your point. I have no Hakoko. I do know that Saseki Natsumi is a real person. And also, I do want to mention, I know this game's story. I personally haven't played it myself, but I did watch a Let's Play though. I love this game. I love this game's story so much, so, you know. Unk still got it. Unk still got it even though I'm only 23. But, just realized that clap was probably really loud. Sorry about that. But yeah, no. That's so cute. I love that. I love what they... Because if you didn't know, Scarlet Study, for the people... You know, of course, the people watching live, but also for the people in the VOD. I've mentioned it before. Scarlet Study were the people who made the English translations, well, fan translations for The Greatest Attorney before it was officially released in English. In the West. In the West. There you go. In the West. So. I don't know if this is like directly a reference to like Scarlet Study. Oh yeah, trust. If you're not done with the second game, you're gonna love it. If you love this game for sure. But yeah, so Scarlet Study. Is it yeah, because it's the people behind this, but oh no, there's actually a book. It's just actually a book. It's just that Scarlet Study. Yeah, I was just about to say yeah, because I looked it up. Scarlet Study is actually also the first book. I didn't realize that. So it's more that Scarlet Study named themselves off of the book, not that the game referenced it, because to be fair, like, I don't think a game... Well, no, actually, Trails from the Sky did do that. They do like reference all like the fan culture that surrounds the game. I don't think Capcom will do that though. Anyways, besides the point, let me continue. Please, there's no need to quote yourself. I don't always remember my pearls of wisdom, but sure, fortunately my associate pens them beautifully. He means Iris, I suppose. Mr. Sholmes, we have some extremely important questions to ask you about the trivial case you just mentioned. Goodness, what an earnest expression. My dear madam, I should only be too pleased. This murky room is an apt place to discuss the murky case. Mr. John Gavardab. Alright, let me turn on my AC a little bit, it's a little hot. Oh man. These things are like... I forgot how long the fourth cases investigation section is. Like, we're really in depth with this one because, like, I remember case 5, which I won't say too much about since I know some people may not know about it. But that one also has a really long one, but we'll see about that one later. I love case 5; it's awesome. But yeah, I see you, autosave. I see you. All right, let's investigate Mr. Natsumi's arrest. We know this has to be the lodgings of a Japanese foreign student by the name of Mr. Saseki Natsume. It seems that you assisted in his arrest, Mr. Shams, for the stabbing of a young woman outside here on Briar Road. Natsume, yes, I believe it was a name rather along those lines. Mr. Natsume denies it. Was it really justifiable to arrest him on so little? Sorry, I'm just looking for something real quick. There we go. Maybe able to find it, unfortunately. Because you gotta leave it on with, I guess you gotta leave it on here. Oh well, whatever. Weeball, as they say, Weeball. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able to find it. It's whatever. Just leave it on the screensaver though. I'm sorry, Miss Suzuto, but I have not the slightest idea what you mean. What? Can't believe he was looking Suzuto squarely in the face while feigning ignorance. I assure you, I'm not merely feigning ignorance. It would appear as if the pair of you are under some misapprehension. Oh? How? Ah, yeah. I did notice that with Case too. Yeah, like they directly reference it, and also like with what's his two's name? Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I should not say that. It's a spoiler. Leave that for later. Anyways, yeah. I assure you I have no recollection of accusing a stooped compatriot of the crime. But that doesn't make sense. The good detective of Scotland Yard made the following request to me, and I quote verbatim. We need you to ascertain the identity and whereabouts of a man seen fleeing the crime scene. A man seen fleeing. There were a number of books scattered on the pavement of the scene. From the book plates, I was quickly able to determine the bookshop from which they had been purchased. On speaking with the proprietor, I was immediately led to this address. Elementary, wouldn't you say? I believe there is a receipt around here somewhere for the establishment in question. So you don't think Mr. Natsumi is the culprit then? That I could not tell you. But it was aggravating my faculties, hence why I returned here. However, this place is such a trove of fascinating books I found myself quite lost in the bibliophilia. Bibliophily? What? How do I pronounce this? Quite lost in bibliophily. Good lord, man. Because like a lot of these words I never heard before, but it's Old English, so some of these words just like not don't exist, but like aren't in practice anymore. Bibliophile, yeah. Bibliophily. Do not be deceived in believing that I am a man of leisure. No, no, no. Oh dear. Ah, tell me, have you encountered the landlord of these lodgings? Yes, Mr. Garrett, a retired military man. It was the first time I ever met a soldier from the great British institution that is the services. And it was the first time I ever met a maid from the great British institution that is service. I didn't think it was that funny. I do apologize. As you may well be aware, many households in London employ a maid. Yes, I read as much in my Great Britain primer. And so, conversely, whether or not a household employs a maid has come to betoken the social standing of those dwelling therein. Betoken their social standing? Sorry? Put simply, my dear fellow, those who employ at least a single maid are considered middle class. Those who do not are beneath that. In the case of in the upper echelons of society, of course, households employ enough staff to constitute a larger family. Goodness, how extraordinary. As you can appreciate, for those in the precarious boundary between the middle and lower classes, being able to afford just one maid is of the first importance. I had no idea. It is precisely for that reason that I find great stimulation in the situation upstairs. Specifically in a retired Army veteran, Mr. John Garrett. Affable as he is, the fellow is hiding something. Whether or not it imposes on the circumstances of this case, I am yet unable to ascertain. I'm thoroughly lost on what he means to say. Oh, whoa. Did not mean to click on this again. Alright, there you go. Goodness, how extraordinary. As you can appreciate, for those on a precarious boundary between the middle and lower classes, being unable to afford just one maid is the first important. Oh, but yeah, I forgot. I already read this. There you go. This room is thoroughly suffocating for the soul, my dear fellow. I assure you, any man whose lot is to dwell in a place such as this will stab somebody sooner or later. Wow. Mr. Natsumi has stabbed no one. Ah, but sooner or later, as I said. I don't believe that's the issue here. About this dark little room, Mr. Sholmes. Why is there no longer a window? Do you have any idea? No window? Well, I mean, I can clearly see that there is a window of sorts. It's completely blocked with bricks. Ah, I see. The answer to that question is quite simple. Window tax. What? Window tax? What is that? Surely not a tax on windows. Precisely that. Oh my goodness. Until relatively recently, a tax was levied on households in the country by the number of their windows. Those of lesser means, having inherited a sizable and costly family home perhaps, rapidly closed windows out, while the rich opened windows here and there and everywhere, in an effort to curry favor with those in power by furnishing them with large sums of tax money. How awful and unjust! Forcing people to live in rooms devoid of light. Indeed, disease was rife as a result. So some 40 years ago or thereabouts, the window tax was abolished. But its legacy remains, as you can see, in squalid lodgings such as these, for example. I suppose Mr. Natsumi's stipend for living here in London isn't very generous, perhaps. It would appear so. I'd done a little digging, and discovered that these lodgings were offered at an extraordinarily low price. Because the room is so awful, I take it. Gee, I should think. Apparently Mr. Natsumi moved in here about 1 week ago. Yes, that's correct. However, I don't believe the low rent is explained by the shabby nature of the accommodation. Oh? Still, that is of little relevance here. A matter not worthy of further attention. Are you sure? I'm curious now. There you go, sorry about that. Well, I believe I told you all I can now. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Was it not your intention to become a practitioner of the law? You remember that, did you? Will you perhaps be offering your services in this very matter, I wonder? To the occupant of this room, Mr. Natsumi, was it? I'm not sure. Not sure? On what grounds? Well, I actually defended someone in court here only yesterday. Really? Well then I congratulate you, sir, on an ambition realized, and so promptly too. The thing is, it's really made me question things. Am I right to believe in my clients? To trust in their innocence? Yes, trust. Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Natsumi didn't do it, did he? My dear fellow, I haven't the first idea. Oh, but I thought that's why you were here. Didn't you come back to investigate? Ah, yes, that was indeed my initial intention. Excuse me, sorry. But there are simply far too many fascinating books here. I couldn't possibly ignore them. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, there are two facts that I can state quite unequivocally. The man who fled the scene of the crime 2 days ago was the Japanese occupant of this room, and there are witnesses who swear to having seen the man commit the crime. That is all I can say. Oh, and one more thing. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? Tell us. I cannot say with any certainty whether or not it is of relevance to this case, but I'm quite sure that the retired army man who owns this property is hiding something. Mr. Garrett is? Mr. Sholmes said as much before, actually, didn't he? Anyway, at present, that really is all that plays on my mind in relation to this case. Mr. Naruhodo, as yet our investigations have uncovered nothing that could help establish Mr. Natsume's innocence. Well, you're right. Perhaps it's time we probed a little deeper into Mr. Garrett's secret. Just remember, I cannot be sure whether the landlord's secret will prove to be of relevance or not. But I wish you every success, of course, Mr. Naruhodo. You see, Holmes is an interesting character because of the role he plays in the story. Because for the most part, he's comedic relief, especially with his reasoning court or whatever. Oh yeah, I should mention. Oh wow, there's a lot of people watching now. Wow. But yeah, no. I should mention for Hot Cocoa in the chat. You're right, wholeheartedly. Because when I found out that law was actually real at a certain point in time, I was like, oh wow, that's such a ridiculously, such a ridiculously arbitrary law, only meant to be used for what's it called, for garnering money. Probably because I think they were in war, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it was the French War or whatever. I don't know, but you know, stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy to see some of the laws, some of the outdated English, and like some of like the just how much attention to detail goes into these two games, right? Because there's so much love and care put into the research into these two games, and it's awesome. Like, it's genuinely so cool. That's why I love Duplicate Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney as a series as a whole, but like, these two games are my favorite, with the second one definitely being my favorite out of all of them. But the first one's really good. Trust and believe, the first one's really good. I would definitely say Case 5 is the best, followed by Case 3, followed by Case 4, then 1, then 2. I think 2 is the worst, but like 2 is still a good case. It's not a great case, but it's a good case. Anyways, yeah, what I was saying with Sholmes, he's such like an interesting, not mechanism, but like player in the story whenever he's in it. Because like, again, he's comedic relief, but like, he's not incompetent. Not at all, not in the slightest. Naruhodo and Suzuto always rely on him because even though he gets stuff wrong sometimes, he's not dumb. There's a reason why he's a renowned detective and not a clown. And we're gonna see that in the second game for sure. But yeah, anyways. A busy man indeed. He's gone back to his book in the corner of the room. Alrighty. Are we gonna go back to I guess so, yeah. Surprised we're going back. I think this will be the last one before we go back to Natsume, but we'll see. I hope it is, at least. We've been to a lot of spots, like. Oh, you pair again. Tell me, was the detective chap, I forgot his name, still hard at work down there? Mr. Herlock Sholmes? Ah, yes, rings a vague bell. Well, the detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joe. Now then, won't you tell me about the umpteenth time, woman, will you watch what you're bolly well doing? I should be serving dinner shortly, sir. Yes, of course. Fright's really rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you two to take your leave if you'd be so kind. Ah, yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for your assistance. Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you can see yourselves out. Well, so much for staying here. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrett is hiding something. As there's no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment. Perhaps we should do some digging. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's a really good point. It's something that I didn't notice myself. But yeah, Ryunosuke is his Watson because Iris does not play that role. She's just the author, despite being that, which I won't mention. But like literally, it's so cool that the player becomes Watson, especially after what happened in the start of the game. But yeah, no, man, this game's so well written. Shout out Capcom, man. Capcom's so good at games. Like they mastered the theory. Cause like I was thinking of this in the shower. I've been thinking of this for a long time. But like Capcom just has so many franchises. It's insane. Like, cause like look at it like this, right? We have Resident Evil. You have what's it called? Devil May Cry. You have Street Fighter. You have Mega Man. You have excuse me. What's the name of the series? Ace Attorney. Literally playing the game right now. But let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Pragmata coming out, which I wouldn't say is a franchise, but it is a game coming out. You have Monster Hunter. You have Onimusha. You have Marvel vs. Capcom and like all their fighting games, which is like, like Capcom vs. SNK, like Fatal Fury. I don't know if Fatal Fury is a Capcom. I think that's SNK. Fatal Fury is SNK, right? Yep, it is. But like all these different like games. Let's see if I can find a couple more. Dead Rising, yeah, of course. How could I forget? Yeah, Dead Rising is another franchise. Ghost Trick, I know people don't really talk about that one, but Dragon's Dogma, like, oh man, Apollo Justice, let's go, that's fire. Oh man, but like just so many different like series and franchises that they have. Capcom's goated. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Capcom is goated. Which honestly, I hope they do. Like, Mega Man and Ace Attorney deserve as much, because like the last Ace Attorney game, if I remember, was Spirit of Justice. Was it? Ace Attorney. Because like so far, the most recent games have literally just been collections. Like that's it really. So it's unfortunate that we don't have like any new game like on the horizon or even announced. But like I hope they do at some point. And Mega Man with the new game coming out and it being like a 2D game is really cool. So I'm super excited to see like what Capcom does to move forward. And granted, I don't even like, these aren't even some of my favorite franchises. It's just like Capcom's so good at it, I have to respect it. Anyway, sorry, I went on a tangent again. But yeah. What's he doing over there? How did he get in? Mr. Sholmes. Aha, we meet again, my dear fellows. What good gracious, what did you sneak in here? Sherlock Holmes, at your services. Whatever you were doing over by the window? I am given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madam. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such I'm sorry, I can't talk well. For observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well, keeping an eye on one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. Oh, and one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a set of great detectives. Great mind. Wait, he's not talking about... Is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. There is just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. You know we had to get one. At least one. Mr. Garrideb, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly now what one might call first-rate. I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by a careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon. The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the very presence of a ferocious beast in your care. And the second is that as a result of the beast... sorry. Is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Mr. Naruhodo, look. The old man's broken out into a cold sweat. Unbelievable. See, Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? How could I possibly know, you mean to inquire? The answer could be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. The game is afoot. Topic 1. Nature of the beast. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on a rampage of late within these four walls. Knowing the truth in this case is so funny. Thus, we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? For a man with military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. You're full of glance, Mr. Garrideb. Oh man, excuse me, sorry. Leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion's statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. The fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this piffle I ask you? In the end, your admiration has become so great, in fact. He had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which he tried to keep in his very house. What? Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. Chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well... Oh man, I feel tired. Goodness. Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Me? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. It is. Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to Beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show. Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion. Oh, Mr. Garrideb. At Bati's Circus. A traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in his room was an Indian lion. And a simple visit to the circus now revealed the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Topic 1. Nature of the beast. A rampaging Asiatic lion. Topic 2. Aftermath. Now, Mr. Garrideb. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for that formidable beast. Indeed, in that black pose, the distress, Indeed, in the blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm losing my voice a little bit. I might have came back a little too prematurely. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being relieved by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Nonsense, man! I simply... Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah. But what, we must now ask ourselves, is it you caused this pain? It's pretty easy to tell, isn't it? We need only follow the direction of your gaze to find your answer. It is the pile of bills that have given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. Yeah, no, that's true. I completely forgot that The Greatest Attorney 2 came out 2017. It was a year after Spirit of Justice, which, funnily enough, I know, like, The Greatest Attorney... Oh no, it wasn't the first 3D game. It was Dual Destinies that was the first 3D game. Or, well, I don't know if, like, the Professor Layton games were 3D, but or the Professor Layton crossover games, excuse me. But I know that it was Dual Destinies, then the first Greatest Attorney, then Spirit of Justice, then the sequel. And it has been almost 9 years. 9 years. What are they doing? I need more Ace Attorney, please. Any game will do. Miles Ledger's Investigations 3, a new Ace Attorney, whether it's Apollo Justice or Phoenix Wright, the greatest attorney, whichever, man, whichever. I need something. Hell, give me Athena for all I care, bro. Just give me something. But yeah. Anyways, every envelope contains another demand for payment. Ah. For cartloads of meats, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes. Yes, Now, when a final fits of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable. The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken. Oh dearie me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. You're wondering I have settled upon the answer very nearly indeed, or neatly indeed. Those cakes look so good. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes. There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an unsatiated appetite. Was it or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman that they have no bread, let them eat cake? Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Whatever do you mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There was only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. The teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Aftermath, carpet gnawed on by the starving lion. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. Yeah, I have no words. I have no words. What was I gonna look up? It's gonna be something relating to this. Ah, that's what it was. Okay. Mr. Garrideb. Peanut butter the long way. What is the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garrideb. I'm afraid I didn't notice. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over, but shh. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times too. No, trust and believe. I won't give my life because I want to play it, but I'll give something. I'll give something, alright. There you go. Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again, but can I make an observation? Why, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it? Well, your deduction just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? I mean, can much be said when there's a kid in here? Like, I know what he's saying is wrong, but like, the fact that the lion fitting in the room is the biggest concern should not be the biggest concern. Again, there's a literal kid in here. Indeed, it is only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense as well? But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrett and his maid would have been hurt, or worse. Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man had his own against the beast using that large cannon. I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I've ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Ah, my dear Miss Suzuto, it occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British soil, they are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. It is a goofball, bro. Oh, what a glorious notion. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming. A slight massage, that's all Mr. Sholmes' deductions need. You can do it. Excellent. I've been waiting for my trusty partner deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. I don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help in Mr. Natsumi's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. At least, that's what I want to believe. Let us start again. From the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes, logic and reasoning spectacular. I'm not gonna read all this again. We can just skip through it. Actually, no, I should read through all of it. Let's see, it's not that long anyways. Certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on a rampage of late within these four walls. Oh, wait, I forgot. Thus we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? Wow, I keep skipping. Ah, for a man with military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrett, leads us to the direct answer, excuse me. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. I didn't see the lion thing coming. No, but if you observe Mr. Garrett's reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok here in this house, in his room. That's something with a very fearsome nature. It could have been a lion transported from India, but it couldn't have been a lion transported from India. So what was it then? We must follow Mr. Garrett's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer. Oh man, okay. What really caused the damage? Clever, wow. What is this photograph? It appears to be for Mr. Garrett's wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he? Doesn't he? He does, but we can't make out his bride. No, how unfortunate. So something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face. I wonder what happened. Probably not the best, not best, or best not to delve too deeply there. Well, this is the lion statue that Mr. Holmes picked out. Yes, I wonder. Perhaps if he did live with a lion, it would prove to be a rather sweet companion. I think. I think a mouse trying to tell its family that the cat around the house is sweet. I suppose it is a bit of flight of fancy, isn't it? Anyway, the beast we're looking for is something else. Let's have a look around.
Take that!
Present that. Oh, it didn't work. Oh wow. I was wrong. Wholeheartedly wrong. Behind the lion statue on the mantelpiece, almost deliberately hidden from view, is a photograph. Though I've yet to examine it in detail, I can assure you that it holds the answer. Because I'm employing an extremely advanced detection technique called jumping to conclusions, you see. What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion? Oh, well, it's supposed to be logic and reason spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. This is my show, Mr. Naruhodo. Can I perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage? Sorry. Well, what we do know with some certainty is that a destructive creature has been at work in this room. And that Mr. Garrett had inadvertently looked in the direction of something that gives away its identity. Yes, if you investigate thoroughly enough, you'll find the answer. What did Mr. Garrett have turned to look at? It's here somewhere, we simply need to find it. Oh. There's more. Okay. These are mortar shells for cannons, are they? What a strange place to keep them. I imagine they have some significance to Mr. Garrett from his time in the army. Ah, of course. He mentioned a battle to us before, didn't he? Do you remember? That he'd been shot in the knee. Perhaps it's one of these that hit him. Damn. If around that size hit his knee, there'd be nothing left of it. Or Mr. Garrett, for that matter. Mr. Sholmes has a Persian slipper. It's made of spent shells. As is customary in Britain to display, well, rubbish on a mantelpiece. Yeah, because there's nothing. There's nothing. It's just that he even investigated. That's why the game was like, oh, you're jumping to conclusions. Why are you presenting this? You don't know why. Which is fair. I don't know why. I know why, but Naruhodo doesn't know why. The glass is broken, so you can't see the bride's face at all. But no amount of cracks can hide that woman's plump form. I think powerful will be kinder than plump, Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, she certainly looks like that. There's a lot of horsepower. Wow. Not someone you want to upset, that's for sure. Oh, look. Have you noticed her wedding ring? It's very large, isn't it? Yes, that's an unusual design. Looks like some sort of embellished sunflower. There you
Take
go.
that!
Has to be this, right? Okay, there you go. If it were gonna be that dinky little slap again, I was gonna crash out. The true nature of the beast that had run rampant here is revealed by the newlywed bride. There you go. Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this framed print pictures your wife, Mr. Garrett. Or Mr. Garrett. While we lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. Well, we don't have to be rude, man, like, goodness. Oh, indeed, surely any woman of such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast. Honor might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast which so clearly established his room was your wife, Mr. Garrett. Ah. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well. Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam. Me? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. It is. The poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Sholmes is quite right. There's no sign of Miss Garrett anywhere. It seems there may be a clue as to whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. Wonder where Mr. Garrett's wife could be. It's pretty obvious that that is Mrs. Garrett. She's wearing a very large ring. Look. Ah yes, a sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments. Her fingers are so chopped. It's crazy looking. It's on the ring finger of her left hand, which means it's surely a wedding ring. It looks like it's on there for dear life too. Can't imagine it would slide off a finger that size. That's something to think, Mr. Naruhodo. Not to say. Do you know Mr. Garrett's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one? There's a large sunflower design as well. Really? You have a great memory for these things. A large sunflower wedding ring. It's quite a coincidence that they have the same ring, isn't it? Sure, man. Sure. Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. To be fair, that like usually Ace Attorney, there are some moments that like yeah no, you're gonna be ahead of the game most of the time. Granted, it's not fair in my case because like I already know this game, but it is also like sometimes you just are ahead of it. But there are a lot of times where it's like, damn, what does the game want me to see here? Like, what are they looking for? And all that is when like it really gets what's it called, gets difficult. When it's fair, of course, not when it's like random BS. You're ready to give, yeah, whatever. Ah. Indeed it is. That flowery band beaming or gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown on the hand of Mr. Garrett's bride in his photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrett's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrett herself. Oh my. Word. Hey, at least it didn't spell. Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmise, this is the wife. Yes, my Joan. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was a bally corker back. Yeah, he's talking crazy. I'm not gonna hold you, that was flagrant. It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, and yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man at his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ. Yes, here in London one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are folly. Do you mean Mr. Garrett has a wife? Has his wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrett? Only in company, obviously. But listen here. This must remain a secret. Tip-top secret. Please. It's more for societal standing that is like an important secret from what I can tell. Now, Mr. Garrett, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Well, yeah, no duh, is his wife. Indeed, in that blind pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Mrs. Jones is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garrett his wife a beast. Yes, as a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable. Mr. Garrett is standing right beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Oh, how true. So perhaps... Oh. Wow, excuse me, sorry. So perhaps that supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then. According to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Garrett's pain is tangible though. What that pose of his really mean? Well, my good fellow, isn't it easy to tell when you just turn the other way? Oh my, look at that bright red mark. Gosh, that's quite something. And clearly made by someone's hand. Over his eye, too, like, that's crazy. Yes, Mr. Garrett has been slapped on the face, it seems. Hard. I've never seen such a clearly defined mark. Whoever could have done such a thing? Well, there's very limited number of candidates, I'd say. It's a very large pipe, isn't it? Yes, anyone who has something sizing out of his or her mouth on a regular basis. It should have a serious chin like Mr. Garrett. What's that white binding around it all about?
Take that!
This one. Wow. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek. And of course, that delivery of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade was you, Madame Joan Garrideb. Well, yes. Yeah, this music is going crazy right now. I love this game's soundtrack. You have been desperate to hide the slap on your cheek, sir. How the blazes? How did you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. As we haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view. Well, Now let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrideb to fly into a rage. We need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is the pile of bills that have given rise to the pain you suffer. Didn't Mrs. Sholmes say that the bills were all for the lion fodder? Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garrideb's. Wow. Wow. He's really disrespectful in this one, huh? Mr. Naruto, she's a person, not a thing. Yes. Well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap around the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. Yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder? I'd love to know the answer to that question. Oh, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here, look. Mr. Garrideb was clearly an avid reader. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. Oh, no, it isn't. It's a note, written in a woman's hand. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look next to the signature here. Lip marks, made with a lipstick. Oh, what a passionate romantic gesture. Don't get any ideas, Suzuto-san. Oh dear, I'm sorry. So this bookmark is actually a lovely note then. Oh dear, this plate has been smashed to pieces. Nobody seems inclined to tidy up the mess. Perhaps some sort of high art? Really, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, anyone who has a cannon on display in their living room is clearly a little eccentric. Yes, it's called eccentricity. Sure, why not? Looking at all these bills, it certainly amounts to a great deal of food. Meat and potatoes by the cartload, wasn't it? Well, looking at the two of them, you could tell immediately who is the lion's share in his household. At least we're no longer talking about an actual lion anymore. He's so disrespectful. Naruto really needs to chill out with the fat shaming, bro. It's crazy. Oh, but Miss Garrideb's first name is Joan, isn't it? Yes, I believe we may be heading into dangerous territory here. Very conspicuous after all, isn't it? I mean, the bright red lips next to the woman's signature, yeah, not conspicuous at all. The first thing you notice, of course, and it rather makes your heart skip a beat.
Take that!
Bing! A likely story. Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I explained at the time. I put the book into second-hand place. That note must have been there. So the previous owner of the book was using this... Excuse me. So the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean? That's right, that's what I've been saying! A likely story. For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you've forgotten, is John. A likely story. Are you questioning my name now? And there we have it. And there we have it. Arouse the suspicions of a female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most ferocious bite. By the way, I do want to mention, her headdress kind of looks like a lion's mane. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh dearie me. What would have caused such a destructive outburst? Ah. It's time, madam. I'm afraid as you has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. You wonder why I has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we now look at the Tower of Cakes. But surely Miss Garrett didn't eat the carpet. No, of course not. There doesn't seem to be any doubt. At the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper. No, that's true. So this is the last part of Mrs. Shum's seduction that we need to fix. We only have to find Miss Garrett's case, and that will tell us the real answer. Alright, let's see what we can see. Yes! It's pretty easy to tell this one. The carpet here has been ripped to shreds. As to according to Mr. Shum's seduction, the tears match those made by Ideoline's teeth exactly. Oh, look here. What is it? Look closely at the edge, you can see scorch marks. Oh yes, so you can. Indeed, in that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in a normal sense at all. Do you think this with that in mind?
Take that!
Bing! Oh, I gotta investigate it again. Great. Thank you, game. I keep that in mind going forward. See, that's what I'm saying. Like this game's soundtrack. Whew, man. Man. The fact that the trumpet's the violin, because like it fits the era too. But like the fact that like it's just so memorable. This game's soundtrack is so memorable. I hope going forward that they keep like some of the instrumentation. Granted, like at the end of the day, like it's the future Ace Attorney games are not anything akin to this time period, but like the instrumentation is so good. Alright, let's see. The cause of the carpet is, or the cause of the carpet being such a terrible state, here is the carpet itself. Now I realize that appears to be something of circular argument, however, it's the tack I decided to try and I'm not changing course now. That deduction was wanting in every way. Yes, I was wanting you to hear it. I'm quite proud of it. I found myself wanting never to have heard it. I'm quite pained by it, in fact. Oh, sorry. I'll try again. The real question here is the carpet actually eaten by... Yes, I know. Alright, let me. Where is it? Advertising handbill for the circus. Paddy's Circus is in a nearby park. Since the same as the one we saw earlier, the one I was put up in Scared's pocket. Perhaps they were very great circus lovers. It couldn't be that hungry lion if somehow involved here again, could it? Oh dear, I do hope not. So it's like a very old candlestick, doesn't it? The base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. Looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over. Oh dear, that'd be dangerous. Wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing. Yes, I didn't notice that before. Why is it, I wonder? Why is one candle of the three missing from its holder?
Take that!
There you go, it's just the candle, not the candle itself. There you go. Okay. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only to look at the candlestick. Must illuminate, my dear fellow, and of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Wow, I messed that up badly. Didn't read the tone well at all. Must illuminate, my dear fellow, and of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks? It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. Okay, good, that was not really no skin. Miss Garrett's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of his strike caused the candle to fall from the holder. And in seconds, the carpet was alit, and the whole corner of the room was in flames. Yes, the most ferocious beast in this world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. And in his room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there is but one conclusion here. After the sparks from merit of discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Here you go. The man stands. Mr. Sholmes, sir. I salute you. Wow, Mrs. Garrett really is pretty strong though. Carpet scorched by a small fire. At least she loves her husband though. Lord knows he is not he's not a practitioner of infidelity. That's a good man right there. That's a good man. It's these dashed long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner, but I'll buy all my old novels there. And in the pages of a particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material, for which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about a demolish might be rather closer to the mark, and beast is most certainly an apt Here we go again. And the carpet? Was that destroyed by a fire when a can fell on the floor? Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames. You paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. Had sympathy for you. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The body furniture started going up as well. We had to hide the best behind that screen for the time being. Over here, Mr. Garrett. We have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. Had all my favorite novels in that case. As soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. Gosh. Then the wife started hurling things at me. What a terrible sight it must have been. There was I, back up against the window under heavy enemy fire, incendiary books, and coming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride? Ah yes, your notorious love of big cats coming through again. I assure you the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest. To the point I really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast rampage. Mrs. Sholmes' seductions turned out to be correct once again. Can only be described as a Great Britain wonder. I can tell you it was carnage. Total carnage. Flames everywhere and old stick in full fettle. Out of interest, what day was it? Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see. There you go. Should be 2 hours by now. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes actually. Wow. I'm gonna try to go until we get to Natsumi again. So, because I know that's a good stopping point. So, we'll probably run like 3 hours. So, around like 8:30 probably. Around there. We'll see. Not sure I can remember. It's 2 days ago now. Let's see, around 5 o'clock I think. So, exactly the same time as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. A whole of Blighty could have been flying outside my window at that moment, and I would have noticed the dashed thing. Oh, really? She has nothing to say about it. Not a word. Not a word of apology. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm really trying because, like, I don't think you. I also do want to mention that a lot of my voices are inspired by Nico B. He's the YouTuber I watched for the Let's Play. So if you do want to see what he sounds like with the voices, I would recommend it. But yeah, mine are just an interpretation of what inherently what my soul wants them to be. But I digress. Mr. Sholmes. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo? What can I do for you? Well, I think we got to the bottom of Mr. Garrett's situation now. What does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew that the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not. I just knew you were gonna say that. Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind, all things fall into one or two categories, those relevant to the case and those not. That makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will be over soon. Oh no, is it that time already? If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to. So that's it. No more time to think. Perhaps you'd like to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now. I must prepare supper with Mr. Garrett. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Thank you both very much for your time. Soseki-san will be waiting for us. I'm gonna have to give him an answer. Tally-ho! To Mr. Natsume's prison! Back when he used to call this the jail. That is not where I went. What? 19th of February, Briar Road. It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. We must hurry back to the prison. Yes, I know. It's hella cat. Oh. What's the matter? Looks like something's going on over there in front of the Garrett's house. Oh, I know thee. Oh, I know thee not, old man. Fail or fall to thy prayers. Who you calling an old man, you rum-looking nimmy? What the heck? This dude's design is so weird. He looks like Ace Attorney, but he doesn't look like he belongs here. Who you calling an old man, you rum-looking nimny-pimney? There are many things in heaven and earth, Horatio. Then are jumped in your philosophy. Who's this Horatio fella, eh? What are you on about? Nah, I'm not messing with that voice. He's a bee! I never noticed that. He looks like a bee. Oh wow, that's crazy. It's been like legit 5 years since I've seen this game. That's the first time I noticed he looks like a bee. Oh man. Alright, let me read this before I... Oh wow, there's a significant age gap between these two. 46 and 38. I know some people have age gaps in their marriages. A lot of my friends that I know are married don't, but like, granted, you're getting married young, so like, thank God you don't have an age gap. Because like, you don't want to be 24 getting married to an 18-year-old. It just looks weird. But like, let's say like you're 30 and your partner's like 40. That's fine. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're both adults by that point. Like, you guys are both stamped as adults. There you go. 18, you just turned into a, well, excuse me, you're a legal adult, but like, you're a young adolescent. You're still not an adult fully. I say about like 25, you're an adult. 25, 27, or if you want to be generous, 30. Anyways, Mr. Garrett's wife, who poses as the household maid merely to keep up appearances in the neighborhood. She has a fierce temper and tends to get rather physical. Yes, she does. Very strong. Excuse me. Alright, how do I do this dude's voice? Because the voice I gave him I didn't like it, so. Oh. There you go. What the? Who are you now? I'm sorry, it just looked as though there might be some problem here. My associate here, Mr. Reno Naruhodo, is a lawyer, you see. A lawyer? What? If I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. From Japan, but I've studied English law. Fine, I'll be on my way for today. But you mark my words. This ain't over yet. Get thee to the nunnery. Do I look like a bloomin' nun to you? Alright, man, whatever. I do hope you're not injured. Or... yeah. Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle. Thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than there are dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. Forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here in a garret of residence? Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Mr. Garrett mentioned that he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Natsumi. Ah, more worthy a polemist. I've never heard that word before. Polemics? Ah, I see. Just nonsense. It's straight nonsense. Oh, more worthy a polemist. In my battle of words, never could there be. Sorry, battle did you say? Who is stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsumi and I sparred long into the night. I see. I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsumi and his gentlemen are acquaintances at least. So, fair maiden, so good gentlemen, I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Yeah, man, just... we have a man to save. Like, you know, we got a case to spank. Yeah, okay, there you go. Let's see. Something really funny about the designs in this game is that a lot of them look more like Layton designs, implying that the Ace Attorney setting, that's just what British people look like. I guess so, yeah. You don't have to play Professor Layton. I know that game can be difficult, but do have to see what that's all about. Anyways, yeah, his name's also a B pun. It's something like Drone B. Yeah, what's it called? I do know that like Ace Attorney has been consistent with like the puns. That a lot of the characters' names are puns, which I do love that they still keep that consistent to this day. It's such a nice like tidbit for Ace Attorney lore. But yeah, let's keep going. Don't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room. It seems he's unaware of what happened to Mr. Natsumi, so he can't really help us. With Saseki-san and that man as lodgers, the Garrett house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage. Yes, Mr. Natsumi is eagerly awaiting your return. Our return. So we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. "19th of February, 6:31 p.m. Local prison, cell 9. Spent the whole day just running around." "Oh, it's you. You're here, you came. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. I can't believe you came back. I'm so touched." Sorry, my voice is cracking. My Natsubi isn't like that. It's just that, again, my throat's still sore. We are so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsumi. Oh, no. Think nothing of it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots. Noble, nurturing, never failing Nipponese. Oh, now let's not get carried away. Oh, I quite agree. There's nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native land. On the other hand... Oh, never mind. Wrong guy. Wrong guy indeed. I thought that was, what was his dude's name? Van Zeeks. There you go. Oh, I quite agree. There's nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native land. On the other hand, it is through friendship transcending international borders that one truly appreciates that fact. Such is my belief, at least. It's you! The miserable, rotten spy! Herlock Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se. Say observing, of course. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room, having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how our divested friend is faring. Gloomful room? At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it's the superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight, and cost me not a penny. You! How dare you! Herlock Sholmes! I had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should have never came to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. I had to buy spirits in those accursed lodgings. No doubt my luck would be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life has been damned. What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? He mentioned that once before, didn't he? That his lodgings were cursed, I mean? And there is much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. Oh, hugely sorry. What? Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say. For the man's lodgings and indeed for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? Mr. Natsumi, what do you mean by what you said just now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed? Oh, no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. They really agitated him. You don't mean the child really is cursed somehow? Are you referring to the prosecutor, the Reaper of the Bailey? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please tell me, summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow, look at Naruhodo. Oh wow, I'm glad that he followed it. That's so cool. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which, no defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution ever. Oh my goodness, can it really be true? That was 60 words exactly. Yesterday, Mr. Naruhodo successfully defended someone against the Reaper. But then, after the trial was over, the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances. Mr. McGilded. What? What? Oh, it's been cut for almost 20 minutes. That's it's not great. That's not great at all. I am so sorry about that. I'm surprised you guys are still watching though, considering that. But there you go. Sorry about the mic cutting out. Yeah, sorry about the mic cutting out. It got unplugged when I was moving it, so sorry about that. But luckily, the music was still there, the game audio was still there, so at the very least, you guys could experience the text. That in that regard. Fortunately, you guys didn't hear the banger voice acting that I did, which I'm joking, by the way, it was not banger. But yeah, no, what's it called? Sorry about that. It's still crazy that even now, I'm not noticing when my mic cuts out. That's bad. That's my bad on my part. But yeah, no. So I'm gonna be ending it here. Um, Almost a 3 hour stream. I'm in no rush to push it to 3 hours. So I am gonna bring this part of the case to a close. Next time we continue, we're gonna be in a courtroom. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It's been fun. It's been really fun. Shout out to I have no Coco 101. You've been the greatest in the chat. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate how much you've been commenting. It's been really really nice. But thank you to everybody who's been watching. Thank you to the people who subscribed to this stream. It's really surprising. And overall, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I don't know when it will be, but I'll see you all later.